WrestleMania heading into Hollywood, there's a lot of talk about The Rock and his potential involvement. What can you tell us on that? Has there been talk about him being involved this year? Was there talk about him being involved the prior?
Apparently, he can't get in shape in time. That's what all you tell me. He looked pretty jacked, I thought. I don't know. I saw Black Adam the other day. I didn't think it was the uniform. He's incredibly busy, and I can say this as a guy that sort of, we kind of grew up as two young kids fighting each other for the spot, right? And having battles over it and in the best way, pushing each other. And we all were in that time. I know, like for him, I was at a large Emmy event a few years ago, and there was a poster there of him, and I think he was getting ready to drop the people's elbow on me or something, of course. And he was standing over me in this photo, and it was hyper, focused, right? Like incredibly detailed picture. And as I'm looking at the picture, I realized he had goosebumps all over him, standing over me. You could see him clear as day in this photo. I took a picture of it and I sent it to him. I said, "Don't get this in Hollywood, do you? It's a rush, but after the 12th time you've done that take, probably not as exciting as the first couple. And there's nothing like this, nothing. You were all out there tonight, 51,000 people going crazy. Put yourself in the center of that. It's all aimed at you. There's no rush like that in the world. So I know for him, and I know his family, his background, and everything. Like there's a part of him that if he could be here for this, if he could be here for this WrestleMania in Hollywood, he would turn over every stone and walk through fire to be able to do it if he could. I just don't think it's in the cards. But then again, you don't know.
WrestleMania 40s next year.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I think we always have conversations with him because he loves it so much, and we'd love for him to be a part of it, right? He's the biggest star in Hollywood, maybe the most recognizable person on the planet. Why wouldn't we want him to be a part of it, right? This is his home. He's an open invitation. We don't lock the door. He has an open invitation to walk through it anytime he wants. But he's incredibly busy. And I think that respect factor both ways, that he wouldn't want to do it unless he could absolutely do it. Do you know what I mean? There's no way he would show up here and half-ass it. There's no way he would show up here and not come in and want to put every single thing he had into it to make it the best it could possibly be. So unless he can do that, it won't happen. But he knows that the door is open, and when he has the time and the availability to do it, he can come in and electrify everybody.
Paul, thank you for spending some.
Let's go one more.
One more? All right.
I don't want to be on stage by Cody.
Wow. Competition going on here.
Hey, can local
We got one more question.
Can local media ask a question?
Well, yeah, you just did. That was a question. Thanks for the big pop. I mean,
Okay, the final question goes to right here, second row. You, sir.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, man, how are you?
Good. By the way, I erroneously identified myself from the wrong publication before. I'm actually working for Inside the Ropes magazine.
Thank you.
Okay, now that that's clarified.
Who did you used to work for that you identified?
I don't know, there was some
yeah.
publication that went away. Yeah. But what is the message that you sent out tonight, not just to the fans, but to the wider universe that has taken a great deal of joy in scrutinizing the company?
The message is that we're going to put on a spectacle and a show like nobody else can. You're always going to get scrutinized. You're always going to get looked at critically. You're always going to have that. Just do what you do. You do what you do. You put your head down. You work harder than everybody else. You put in more effort than anybody else. You put the best team that you can possibly put together and you come out and you just do what you do, and nobody does it. And it, you know, I will speak for us, but I'm in the thick of it, so you can take it for how you want. Nobody does it like we do. Nobody. And I don't mean that in the sports entertainment industry. I mean that in large scale live event show promotion. Stadium events, 51,000 people in it, right? WrestleMania, 2 days, sold out, SoFi Stadium. We will put on a spectacle like only we can. And I don't see anybody else doing it. I don't see anybody else that can touch it. And that's not ego, that's just my opinion. But I will put our production people, I will put our staff, I will put our crew, I will put our talent, I will put them all up against anybody on this planet. And my opinion is we come out ahead. We do spectacle like nobody else. And it's not a statement from me. There are hundreds of people that work in this building tonight for WWE. There are hundreds of talent that work here. Every single one of them walked into this building today to make a statement in what they do. From the smallest job to the highest job, they came here to make a statement that we are the WWE, right? And we did. And we're gonna do it again in Montreal. We're gonna do it again at SoFi Stadium. It's what we do. I'll say it one more time, better than anybody else on the planet. Anybody. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you.
That does it for the Royal Rumble.